The servant here in the parable is not a hired hand who can choose or not choose to go to work. Rather, they're a slave of their master. They belong to their master. Now, of course, Jesus is here not condoning slavery. The New Testament, the Bible doesn't condone slavery. Jesus is simply using as an example for what was a reality of life for many people in this first century context. That the idea of a servant, a slave, being waited on hand and foot by their master was simply unthinkable. After they've done their duty, will the master thank the servant? Which doesn't mean, will the master say the words, thank you, but means, will the master be in their servant's debt because he or she has done what they were told to do? And the disciples would have known the obvious answer. No, of course, it doesn't place them in their debt. Now, if you're sitting here this morning thinking, well, okay, I hear you, but I'm still not totally sure if I'm comfortable with all of this. This still seems a little bit unfair to me. Then think of it in these ways. Imagine that you are a boss. Imagine that you are an employer. And your employee says to you, boss, I've arrived at work on time every single day this month. I've worked my contracted hours. I've even done that project that you asked me to do. Now, can I have a raise? And I think I deserve the next 2 weeks off. What are you going to say to them? Perhaps you're more likely to give them their P45 than a raise. Because arriving for work on time and doing the work they're supposed to do is simply their job, isn't it? It's what they're paid to do. It's their duty. It doesn't place them in their employer's debt. Or suppose you're a parent and your child comes to you, Mum, Dad, they say, I've cleaned my teeth every day this week, morning and evening. I've gone to school. I've done my homework. I've tidied my room like you asked. That'll be 20 quid, please. Okay, what are you going to say? I don't know about you. I'm more likely to give them a smack than a score than 20 quid. Because doing what they're told to do is simply their duty, their responsibility as children. It doesn't place you in their debt. Do you see? You're beginning to understand?